Nick Cannon is reflecting on Mariah Carey because, of course, you know, they belong together. That's her song, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I met Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon at a Diddy party.
When they were together?
Yeah. They weren't at a Diddy freak off. They were
Oh,
at the
they
Diddy
weren't at
all
the
white.
After Dark.
No.
Got it.
Well, Nick Cannon is revealing what caused him and Mariah Carey's marriage to end in 2008. It's like so long ago, like 16 years ago. I don't know why we're still talking about it. But anyway, he said they got married. They had twins, Maro and Moroccan, then divorced in 2016. Okay, so they've been gone for about 9 years. Well, here's a photo of the family unit together. Take a look. Cute, cute, cute. Both kids have lots of personality. Well, he got vulnerable on Ray Daniels' podcast. Nick Cannon admitted that he essentially felt small. He felt insecure and that he was emasculated, or at least he felt emasculated in his marriage with his superstar wife. Now, think about it. Mariah Carey, biggest artist in the world. Nick Cannon, in his own way, a big star. But at the time, he was a star, but he wasn't as big as her. So I could understand how he probably felt that her fame was eclipsing him. And there are times where you see relationships like a Cardi B, who's a superstar, and an Offset, a Whitney Houston and a Bobby Brown. Yeah. You see relationships like that where you have one star is bigger than the other. Sometimes it may even be a man and be bigger than a woman. I don't know. Either way, that's how he said he felt. I wonder if I dated somebody, would they feel, you know, because people always say, why don't you date somebody successfully, more successful than you or successfully? I don't know where those people are. We're all ambitious and we all just want to be ambitious. None of us, could you imagine me dating somebody like me?
No, that would end up in a homicide.
Well.
That is a nightmare.
You think?
Yes, you need someone opposite of you.
So somebody from a third world country that don't speak English?
The less English, the better.
No. Well. Si se puede. I love the fact that Nick is so vulnerable and open to sharing his thoughts. Does that make a man weak when he shares his vulnerability?
Yes. I feel like when he feels small by you, it's just, this interview showed more about Nick's character than I feel like it did about Mariah. Like it was more like negative press for him, because why does that bother you?
But I see it on the other hand. We need more black men, more men to feel comfortable, to be vulnerable, to say how they feel. Because a lot of you men, it's your ego that ruins relationships or that ruins stuff because you allow it to enter the room and take over and take control. And I think if more people felt safe enough to share how they feel, then we'll have less broken homes, because that doctor said that this is a broken home, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need her on the show. What's her name? Dr. Bryant. That's what Dr. Bryant called you. Yeah, I didn't call you that. But either way, Nick, I love your vulnerability. I do think that after, I don't know what year it was you decided to go on this baby making spree, though, because that thing has been in action for years.
So do you feel like him feeling like Mariah was bigger made him just plant his seed in everybody that was like,
no, I mean, I think at some point Nick will tell that story of why he felt the need to procreate as much as he did. I love the fact that he is an example of how you can have a lot of kids and take care of them all. I don't know how he has the time. Plus, he has lupus, so I don't even know with health-wise how he's able to stay so healthy and, you know, still do so much. But Nick Cannon is going to go down in history as the one that did so much for the culture, who did a lot for his family, who did it with respect, who stood on what he believed as a black man. I don't think Nick gets a lot of credit. Nick is actually, or I think he was a recipient of the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Award the first year. He just didn't show up. Maybe we can recycle that thing and re-give it to him at another time.
We did give him an award on the show, though.
Yeah, that Mandingo. Nick, are you using honey packs, or is that just natural ginseng? Like, what is it that thing be ready to go? I can't wait until you guys see the podcast I did with Nick, because in the show, he actually talked about the time that Orlando Brown said that he gave him head. The funniest interaction between me and Nick at that time. Because see, when I first went on the Nick Cannon Wildin' Out show, I was like Jason Lee. You know, I wasn't where I am now. Walk in the room, I am Jason Lee. So I told Nick everything I thought about him right at that moment. So go tune into the Nick Cannon podcast. All right. Well, bye, Nick. Bye, Mariah.